Attention to the highly unforgiving Colonel Sampson.
Hey, boo!
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, a very big warm welcome from all of us here at Duncarron to you all for coming for the Outlander themed event, Clanlander.
Hey!
Now, as you all know, we've had a little bit of dabblings on Outlander for quite a few years. In fact, since Chick was first phoned up to provide background artists, combat performers and redcoats. Because every good programme has to have some villains, and those who remember the early episodes of Outlander, that Black Jack Randall was probably the biggest
Savage.
bugger of all the redcoats. Even I used to win. But just to give you a bit of insight to behind the scenes, what does it take to create a redcoat army, a Jacobite army, or an American Revolutionary army? Well, hopefully we're going to give you a wee morsel of what that was like. So once your selection process was over and we done several weeks of boot camps with guys who didn't know what to do, didn't even know how to hold their broomsticks, to guys eventually knowing how to fire these flintlock brown besses for real. So as opposed to when some of you have come to previous events and we've done redcoats and Jacobites, this is not what this show is about. It's to just give you an insight that the gentleman walking over there with the wig, that is Captain Fredrickson, but he's also known as Del Shipway, and myself. We are both the military advisors representing the clan on Outlander. So he marshals the guys. I today will present to you. So what's involved? Well, we'll cut to the chase. Loud bangs, lots of fun and lots of entertainment. So on that note, so Captain Fredrickson, in your own time, would you like to load the men? So normally there is an armoury department on Outlander where the specific guys will walk around to each individual man who's trained in the weapons and will load their weapons for them. As they get accustomed and as armoury know if it's Clan Ranald guys there, they tend to leave that to Del to make sure the guys are loading for themselves. Now a little bit of camera trickery. Not all these muskets out there are going to fire because a film production and a TV production cannot afford all these real muskets. So they switch a few with some dummy muskets. So you will see today when we do a musket demonstration and fire those things, some won't be going off. But on the camera, they populate that with CGI and it looks like there's thousands of redcoats. In fact, what they do, they'll line a group of guys up there, record them and move us all over to there, record again, splice it together to make it look like there's hundreds of us. Obviously on the show today we can't do that because we're live. So, when the men are loaded, we'll let you know, and Del's got a favourite saying, it's called ready, aim, fire. So Del will give the command in his own time, ready, aim, fire, and hopefully our muskets will go off. So, a quick warning to all the boys and girls, these guns are like fireworks, it's going to be a loud bang. If you're worried about it, just open your mouth, and that's all you've got to do. Don't put your fingers in your ears, because you're going to cause compression in your ear hole, and that makes the bang actually louder, because of the compression. So just open your mouth, and that's all you need to do. But they're going to be like fireworks. Any questions? No? How are we doing, Captain? And I'll come and stand out of the way of the camera shots. So, on the movie of Outlander, Del will be inspecting the men, and when he's happy, he will indicate to the director that they're good to go. This is what you see it now.
Firing that way, not this way.
Yeah, we're going to be turning right about face.
Company! Right about face!
Company!
Yeah, don't. Well, yeah. Aye.
Right, ready, go start the shoulders. One. Stop.
No, it's a stupid place to bring them.
Reload. I think we should have another one. Do we want another one?
Yay!
Now, in history, an average red coat soldier could fire 3 rounds in a minute in any weather. That's quite a feat to achieve. Some veteran soldiers could actually fire 4 rounds in a minute. I'm hoping to prove that to you later myself, but we'll see how that goes. So, the uniforms that you see in front of you, starting at the very end, you will notice that gentleman's wearing a uniform similar to me. It's because we serve in the same regiment, the 4th King's Own Regiment. This is a uniform from the 1740s, the 2nd Jacobite uprising. In fact, when Bonnie Charlie saw us at Culloden, he ran away. There's a boo there somewhere. Thank you. But as you know, in Outlander, you just concentrate on the Jacobites. It moves through history to when the family from Outlander move over to the Americas, and then you get another bloody revolution. This time the bloody rebel Yanks, they're doing it. So the redcoats by that time had changed to the ones in the middle with the yellow. So that's who they depict. Switching back to the Jacobite Wars, before the 1st Highland Regiment, known as the Black Watch, that regiment was made up out of 12 companies, and they were basically men that became watchmen. And that's who our 2 gentlemen on the end, that's why they're wearing the Scottish identity, because they're government forces acting for the Union of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Wales and Ireland are not part of that union at that time, so even our flag was different at that time. But the 2 countries had merged, and we had armed forces representing the 2 hemispheres of this brand new country in 1707. Are they ready? Yeah, load up. So the loading position of these muskets, you'll see them, they've got a wee cartridge in their hand. They pour a small amount of that into a pan, they close the lid, then they bring the musket around, then they pour the remainder of the gunpowder down the barrel, then they'll spit the musket ball down in the barrel, and then you draw the ramrod, they ram down all of that wadding and the ammunition, and then the gun is literally loaded. Then they come to their shoulder arms, and then that's a signal to me or to Dell that the troop are ready to fire. So when you're loaded, come to the shoulder arms. So that's that ram down. There's some interesting sayings come from the muskets. Have you ever heard the saying skinflint?
Mm-hmm.
A skinflint is a soldier that keeps reusing an old flint because he can't be asked to put a new one in.
I thought
Have
maybe
you
you were
heard the saying, a flash in the pan? Flash in the pan is when the gentlemen pull the trigger and they get an explosion in the chamber of the frizzen, but nothing discharges through the barrel. That's a flash in the pan. Going off on half cock, normally a new soldier, a green soldier, in the heat of battle, will pull the hammer back halfway to the safety position, and when they make ready, they pull the trigger one more click, which is full cock, but they would forget, and then when they go to fire, nothing happened. They went off on half cock. And if you was a quartermaster and you're going to go and buy and check the weapons, they used to check them lock, stock and barrel. Wooden stock, the metal barrel and the flint lock. They're the sayings from that weapon. In your own time, Captain. Another round, please.
Come on! Right about face! And I know what you're all thinking. That redcoat's got a Scottish accent. Aye, he does. We went all Jacobite supporters. The last thing I want on the throne of Scotland is another bloody Stuart. Sorry, sir.
That's a boo, isn't it?
Come on in, just like this.
Come on in. Ready?
And the pay's better.
You got a loud voice. You got a loud voice. Right, put that down.
Catch it free, is he going to give an order? Can't do it like that.